Thanks for tuning in this week. I hope everybody had a good one. Just a reminder to everybody that we have a members only section of the YouTube channel now. It is for fellow entrepreneurs. If you're interested in the day-to-day operational things that I encounter, how to run a business, things I've learned in the past, yada, yada, yada. There's a lot available there, a lot of insight into what it takes to run a business like mine. So if you're somebody that's thinking about starting your own business or have a business already, doesn't necessarily have to be excavation and paving, $2.99 a month, and you learn a lot. Social media advertising, things I've learned in the past about crappy customers, just stuff that could probably save you a lot of money and heartache. This week's episode is about trusting your gut, and I have a big one, and gut that is. And we talk about customers that seem odd right out of the gate and why you should steer clear of them. Anyway, the link is in the description below to join. If you're interested, you can cancel anytime. I'm very pleasantly surprised with how many people have signed up so far, and we have a lot of good banter going in the comments. So if that's something that interests you, please feel free to join. These guys had to cut a few trees because we're changing this entrance. If you watched our last video, you would have seen that. But I'm down, munching them up right now, and Josh is taking them back out to the job site, to the burn pile. I went by and looked at that Deere 550 is a cool dozer that Vermont has to rent.
Is it?
It's a sharp looking machine. I think it's the same size as like a D1.
Really?
I don't really know, but it's certainly not a D5, like a big old D5.
Yeah.
I'll come in early tomorrow morning. These guys have something to do, so you and I can meet for an hour.
Well, they'll be able to grub this out and stump it, and they can get the stumps way out there. They got piles up on the top up there that can be taken way out.
Okay.
I'm not going to bring the dump truck home. I'm going to leave it right here.
Yeah.
No sense in running it back, and then you're bringing it back in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
They could go down to a farming garden, pick up a culvert.
Josh can do that while he comes up and
Get things started up. I gotta get that fit before the top of that.
he came in at 6 this morning.
Who did?
This guy?
Yep.
I'd say get all this shit cleaned up and call it a day. We ought to be out of here tomorrow afternoon. Boys got the road base material in, everything's packed. In the morning we've got culvert to put in, and we've got that area where they're cutting those trees to do. This material is super wet. We're not going to top coat this probably until we're done the site work on the second house. I just rode up here with Chad to get the other truck. He already took the 308 out. Now we're picking up the 315, and I'm going to grab HX2.
It's up so it allows air. Right here.
Yep. A little mushy.
Put some more dense grade in right here.
Mm-hmm. We keeping those logs for something?
And they're gonna go out with the firewood.
How come they didn't do it?
We don't know why they do it. I wasn't here. I can do it.
Adam said he didn't get to do any Harley raking.
Nope. He was down here cleaning this all up.
Yep.
And Josh started doing it.
Josh is a skid steer hog.
Yep. We gotta cut these off when we come back.
Yep.
When we shape everything up.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I think we would have benefited by having that other roller. The other attachment.
Yeah. The key is in the cup holder in the door.
Okay.
The broom.
Okay. Not fun to walk on. Got those egress windows to put in as soon as they finish framing and stick the windows in. Here's my Chariot. The Chariot I can't seem to sell, so I gave up.
These right on the front?
Doesn't matter, we're unloading everything at the bottom. But I would say it would make sense, that way we could get other stuff on. The lifting chains for the structures, Josh is bringing back with him.
I want to bring it this way. Up in your
Huh? We're gonna put more stuff on it. Just so you know, Chad did them all with no help, so. He hooked every one of them and unhooked every one of them. No, it's not true. I recorded it all. Yay! I prefer it sit sideways. Right up tight to the block.
Preference on which side is open and which side is closed?
Just not. I don't want to see it in my mirror, and I don't want to see it in my mirror. Does that make sense?
It makes total sense.
Put it tight to the blocks. I'm gonna put the Bluetooth straps on it. Yes, it's snowing. For some reason, the 315 lifts them a bit easier. I was like, oh, Adam, you could just take these and set them on those. He's like, no, that's not happening. But he's in such a bad mood today that I'm not really going to tell him to do anything.
Chad.
We get up there, we're hooking up, he's binding that thing down, battery goes dead. There's no battery in this truck, it's in the other truck.
Yeah.
And he's just like, Jesus Christ, fucking blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm just going to sit here and be quiet.
Texted me when I was at the store.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
Fly up the stove.
I saw
Oh, God.
those bright and shiny wheels are not bright and shiny anymore.
No, they're not. They were.
Truck looks good though overall. You big, I can hear him swearing now. Fucking thing. Oh. So how many blocks do you have on? 6 at 3,500. So that's 21,500 pounds on a trailer that should have 11. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. I'm headed out on the road. Got 6 appointments today, and then stopping to pick up a deposit or 2 from some customers. I haven't recorded much the last couple days. Guys have been doing some stuff up at the sugar house for me. Stuff that I wanted to get done because I knew if we did not do it right away, it was all of a sudden going to be November and it still wouldn't have been done. So they burned some brush, they leveled out a spot in the yard up on the landing. We're going to pave a big area to stockpile firewood. We're going to get that paved. That's going to be the first thing we do this season. Pave my pad and just work out any kinks that we have before we go out and do paying jobs. The pad is going to be stockpiling firewood for Wood for Good, which is that nonprofit that gives firewood to people who can't afford it, and we do a lot of their deliveries for them around the county for free. So they try to stockpile 30 or 40 cord. So I'm putting in this bunker with some waste blocks around it so it's faster for me to load with a skid steer. So anyway, that was what happened the last couple days that you missed. Today we're going to go look at several driveways and one sewer repair project and stuff like that. So not a super exciting day, but that's what we're up to this time of year. Starting to put the hammer down. So anyway, we're headed out to these jobs here and check those out. But I was going to chat today about the season coming up. Looking very good. For dirt work, we're booked out already about, I would say, 2 months, with some small pockets here and there to fit some more little jobs. But for the most part, the dirt guys are booked up pretty good. We got a new guy, Devlin, starting Monday. He's going to work with the dirt guys. His primary job is going to be prepping for asphalt jobs and doing gravel driveways. So as soon as he's ready to fly on his own, he's going to get his own truck and trailer, and he's going to be hauling around the 289 and the Harley rake and the little plate compactor and the roller attachment, and he's going to be going out and doing that stuff. So he's going to run with the dirt guys for probably a week, get some stuff under his belt, and then we're going to be sending him out on his own. Adam started Monday of this week. He's our new operator. He's been working with Chad, and Chad says he's doing a really good job. So very very rarely do you find a young man who has some experience running equipment who doesn't think that he's God's gift to excavation. This kid seems pretty humble, does a very good job, tells you up front if he's not done it before. Nothing worse than a guy telling you he can do everything and then turns out he can't and does something wrong, screws something up or breaks something or something along those lines. So we wanted him to do something. And he's like, oh, I guess it was dig for a foundation. And he's like, I've never done that before. So Chad's going to teach him how. And not that he couldn't dig it, but the right sequence, where to start, so you're not bailing dirt a bunch of times. And we're going to get him into using the 2D system for sure. And he's only 22, so I really got high hopes. You know, the kid comes into work like he's supposed to. No drama. So we're going to get him trained up to do exactly what we want and how we want it. So got those two new guys. Had another driver start. He's going to start technically next week, but I had him work yesterday. We had a builder who wanted some material moved, so he went out and worked for 8 hours hauling material in HX2. Chris comes back Monday. He's going to be hauling some equipment and hauling some material for a couple deliveries. So it's going to be a pretty good season. I can feel it. Paving guys will start in 2 weeks from Monday. So I think there is a company out there paving already, but I'm not in a rush to go out and try to get material down fast enough before it hardens up. It's only 50 degrees today.